what I could do with my day was limitless.
All right, guys, let's take a look. See what's happening today. Apparently, the Strait of Hormuz is closed again. Okay, so you can only imagine today how oil reacted to that news. Yeah, right. Already, you're seeing U.S. oil starting to skyrocket here. I was worried about that because it's actually matching market structure here in some shape or form, which is insane. Yeah. He's just saying shit because... So Trump is saying this because he needs to protect his ass and protect the markets. Because the U.S. is going to look like a failure if we don't say that the Strait of Hormuz is ours. You know, it's going to look like the last couple of months and weeks were just all for nothing if we don't have access to the Strait of Hormuz. So, my biggest thing here is letting you guys be aware that because of that, Trump is kind of caught with his pants down, and now he needs to work with Iran. But apparently, we're back to war with Iran already. Okay, all other countries will have fair and open to the strait. The U.S. will be, from this point forward, known as the guardian of the Hormuz. But such as a matter of fairness will be reimbursed at a rate of 20% on all cargoes shipped for any and all costs necessary to do the job, providing for the safety and security of this volatile section of the world. Interesting. Somebody just said, I just lost my life savings. I hate you so much. Wow. What the fuck? Well, I knew that something was coming here surely, you know? That's what I was waiting for. And I've been waiting for that for BTC as well. Look at how beautiful that BTC cell looks. How we didn't break structure and just started heading lower. I think this might be the thing that gets us to where we want to go here for BTC. But let's continue here as we start to keep looking at what's happening with Trump here. Give me 1 second because I do want to check. I hate checking X as a almost as a fundamental tool. I do hate checking it. But to be honest, what just someone just say? See, because there's a lot of fear mongering. Like, look at this guy. Something just broke. Over however many yuan has been wiped out of China. China's aggressively dumping U.S. treasuries. See, nothing was wiped out. You know what I mean? And this is another reason why I hate using X because it's all fear mongering, right? It's all fear mongering. And that's why sometimes you got to be careful what you see. Trump is saying it's open. It's technically not open. That is so funny. I think Trump has declared war. There we go. Notifies Congress of a new war against Iran. Yeah, we're going to war. On Monday, launched additional strikes against Iran. So we're going back into, you know, back in a war here. See, this is kind of what's happening. Yeah, more military action will come into Iran. So yeah, guys, we're back at war with Iran here. Like we're back at there. Okay. Damn, Argentina won 3-1. I gotta go see those highlights. Okay, so let's take a look at this here, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 30 seconds, guys. But yeah, we're getting back into war, so expect oil to skyrocket here. Yeah. We talked about this, right? Deal failed. What's Alex Jones talking about?
Them, and it's going to go on for years like Vietnam. That we're going to control it, and we're going to be the bosses of it, even though he said a month ago it'll be really hard to get control of because they've got all those weapons. These aren't high-tech long-range missiles. They've got tens of thousands, conservatively, small missiles, artillery around there, and they can just blow the living snot out of it forever. So yes, I would say the battle of the Strait of Hormuz has begun.
Yeah, this is the Battle of Hormuz, and we're going to get bogged down just like Vietnam. They're going to be in their tunnels. They're going to be shooting missiles and drones. We can't get them out. It's going to be like a guerrilla warfare with the Viet Cong. We're going to be bogged down for years.
Huh.
And murder. And we'll set people up and use exploding pagers on Americans. You know, he said, the head of the ADL, he said, we need to use the same energy as exploding pagers on Hamas against Americans that say Israel got us into the war. And they said, we've changed the definitions. If you criticize Zionism, we'll get you deplatformed or even arrested. And I'm just like, oh, that's going to work. That's really nice. So, and there's a paradox of all the foaming at the mouth Muslims going, don't criticize Islam, we're going to get the Jews. And I'm like, yeah, it's all competing power structures. But my point, worldwide, yeah, we got our Jewish billionaires worldwide. Yeah, we're going to make the goy behave, and if America went into the world for their Messiah to show up, the 12th Imam.
Too much conspiracy theories.
Clearly bear out. The United States of America holds all the cards. There is no scenario here in which if they decide to join a ladder of escalation, they wind up getting the last say. But our preference is for these straits to be opened to the way they're supposed to be opened, back to the way it was. Anyone can use it, no mines in the water, nobody paying tolls. That's what we have to get back to.
All right, guys, this makes market conditions like really volatile.
AlexJonesLive.com.
He's going to reopen the strait.
This makes like markets a lot crazier because again, like
is it closed? Like, you know, you wake up one day, it's open, you wake up the next day, it's closed, open, closed. It's sort of like my dog likes to come into my house and out of my house, so I'm always opening and closing the door. That feels like the
that's literally what happens.
But
one day it's closed, the other day it's open.
This is serious, Zane. You know, the real problem is if people can't be sure that the door's going to remain open, they're not going to be willing to send ships up. And so the longer that we get these supply disruptions, the more we're going to see oil start to shoot back up towards $100 again. So look, a couple of things are true at the same time. Oil's not as high as it was, so things got better. But when I say things got better, oil is definitely a lot higher than it would have been if we hadn't.
All right, let's mark up some charts here while this is happening.
And if things continue to worsen,
Dixie's going to run.
More escalation, you can expect oil prices to go back up again.
Dixie's 100% going to run.
Does the strait stay closed for?
This week, Dixie's going to run like,
you know, you wake up one day, it's open. You wake up the next day, it's closed, open, closed. It's sort of like my dog likes to come into my house and out of my house, so I'm always opening and closing the door. That feels like the Strait of Hormuz right now.
Let's look at anything else and we have CPI. Oh, wow. Coming out lower than expected. That's good news. 3.8 is still bad, though. If CPI comes out 3.8, I'm pretty sure it'll still drop. Markets might pull back even slightly. But, I mean, 3.8 is still pretty bad. Markets dumped May 12th, the moment 3.8 came out. The only reason why is because oil dropped. This is a big number. Core PPI still staying steady. Core PPI gives you an idea of what's going to happen next month. This number is just going to be good, okay, for now. The reason why is because it's always delayed, right? Data is always delayed. So even if CPI year over year is better than expected, markets are already pricing this in, and next month it's going to be higher because the PPI for this week isn't expected to drop. It's expected to steady climb, right? Okay. Dixie's going to skyrocket this week, guys. We're going to probably see Dixie come here or here this week. You're going to look for a pullback. SPX is going to fall this week. And pretty obvious. I've been talking about this thing swiped liquidity to the left. Can you believe that? Swipe liquidity and then it dropped. What a shit show for most retail traders. Tomorrow morning, I'm expecting sells. First area here we want to look for sells would be here. Second area would be sell off here. You could expect an area of mitigation to this zone here. Yeah, we'll probably come up to the middle of the VWAP tomorrow. This thing's gonna sell off tomorrow. Shifted structure, break of structure here on the 4 hour. Yeah, expect a whole shift in trend. So SPX will sell off tomorrow. US 30 will sell off. Unless, and again, guys, because we're now in this type of state, let's say the Strait of Hormuz opens up, markets are going to skyrocket. See, it's a lot of back and forth. What happened to us back here is happening to us again, right? Back and forth action, back and forth action. Oh, Strait of Hormuz open, Strait of Hormuz closed, Strait of Hormuz open, Strait of Hormuz closed. Peace deal, no peace deal. Peace deal, no peace deal. Peace deal, no peace deal. Peace deal, we finally reached peace. Now we're going back into, oh yeah, we're going to war, guys. All right? So be aware of that, all right? SPX, bearish. US 30, very much the same thing, bearish here. I'm expecting price to come here. Let's get rid of previous data here. Wow, you see that swipe of liquidity? You know what it didn't break though? Did it break daily structure? No, it didn't. It mitigated. Sell-off tomorrow will happen here. Usually blow off tops always have that, right? Skyrocket mitigation here down to the zone. That's coming. Russell sells are coming too. Again, this only happens because of the Strait of Hormuz, right? Yields. 10-year going through the roof right now. Oh my God. Let's take a look at gold here. Up in profits, shifted structure, came back down, broke structure. This morning, the moment the Strait of Hormuz was announced, said it was closed. What do I believe in this? This here is a break of structure. This is a valid break of structure. This, though, is a shift. Get on the 4-hour, guys. Sometimes it happens, like fundamentals, guys, like will shift trends completely. Yeah, it broke down. It broke the Asian range today. At least it's trending. I want to buy gold. The problem is, because seasonalities look so great, I just need a shift, like in structure. Like I need to see some sort of shift of structure to the upside here in order for me to buy and say, hey, I want to buy gold. I don't see that promising shift, then I'm not going to. Yeah, the war, guys, the war never ended. It's not good. War never ended then. Be careful with gold. Because if it breaks daily structure, we're gonna have to sell because of what happened right now. If we close below, expect gold to come down to these lows. And most likely to even sweep this low here. 3,800 area. Expect that to happen for sure. So be careful with gold here. When you have major market shifts that happen the way it happened, you can expect some change for sure, you know? I'll trade this tomorrow morning here with CPI. You'll see some volatility there. USD CAD's getting ready for liftoff for sure though. USD CAD's getting ready for liftoff. I just want to see something here. This was released July 10th. Even though like gold is selling off, gold is still getting a lot of open interest, and the majority of EOT, like ETF orders and institutional buys are going into gold right now. What does that tell you? Yes, gold is selling off, but there's still a lot of buys coming in here. Institutional buys. Let's check ETFs here. I can check options. Yeah, it looks like it's turning around. I mean, we hit an ETF inflow of all-time lows of the last, like, what, 5 years of low prices in ETFs. I just see the likelihood of us going to 2022 levels or 2021 levels very, very low. We're at a pretty big bottom here. The price of gold is still above 4,000, which is an institutional number. Be weary of this. Be weary of this. Tomorrow we'll trade it. I want to see it slingshot to buys here, because gold ETF inflows are just starting to pick up again. And we could look at volume and open interest here, specifically with futures. Interesting. Super interesting. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it looks very bullish. USD CAD looks very bullish. I'm gonna start buying CAD tomorrow. Gold, if it holds price, I might buy it. All indices tomorrow are gonna be sells, including BTC. BTC is the easiest sell right now that you could imagine. Very, very easy sell. It will pull back tomorrow, mitigate this zone here at 63, and we're gonna sell more. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'll talk